Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation 24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Julie Chrisley keeps fighting, appeals resentencing. Julie Chrisley has decided to keep fighting. She has appealed her resentencing. Fans know that Julie is going to keep fighting for her freedom until it happens, as well as her daughter, Savannah Chrisley. Everyone was shocked to hear the results of her resentencing. Keep reading to find out more about this. Julie Chrisley in federal prison. Julie Chrisley is currently spending time in federal prison. She and her husband, Todd Chrisley, were arrested for tax evasion and fraud. They were said to be hiding their earnings, so they did not have to pay taxes on them, as well as conspiring to take $30 million from local banks using fraudulent loans. However, it has been said that Julie did not know what she was signing, and it was mainly Todd's doing. Fans believe that this is true. If it isn't, then she may have gotten just as much time as Todd. However, the truth of her involvement is still unknown. She will continue to be on good behavior in prison. Julie has already received 70 certificates during her time there. She keeps fighting, appeals resentencing. Julie Chrisley is not going to go down without a fight. She has appealed her resentencing. When she went to her resentencing hearing, she was given the same amount of time as originally sentenced. However, her attorney thinks that happened due to her fame and the judge wanting to prove a point. Her family thought this as well. However, fans wondered if it was also due to her asking for so much at the time. She asked to attend via Zoom, get a 24-hour furlough, and wear street clothes, all of which were denied. Regardless, Julie is going to try and get less of a sentence. She got the original sentence in the first place because they calculated it wrong. The court admitted that they had calculated it as if she was fully in on the scheme. It seems that Julie was not okay with the response she got to her resentencing hearing. Fans do not blame her though. She received the same amount of time as originally given. This made people wonder why they even had a resentencing hearing. However, Savannah continues to fight for her parents' freedom and will not let them stay there without a fight. While some would bow their heads in defeat and retreat into the shadows after a high-profile conviction and prison sentence, Julie Chrisley is showing the world she's not giving up without a fight. In fact, the matriarch of the Chrisley family has made it crystal clear she's still got fire in her, and she's not ready to let the justice system have the final word. From her cell at FNC Lexington, where she's currently serving a reduced sentence for her role in the Chrisleys' high-profile fraud and tax evasion case, Julie has taken bold new steps in an ongoing campaign to clear her name, or at least to demand a second look at how justice was delivered. In a surprise move that stirred both support and skepticism across the country, Julie has officially filed an appeal for resentencing, claiming that the original decision was not only harsh, but fundamentally flawed in how it weighed her involvement, and the documents are not pulling punches. According to sources close to the case, the appeal argues that Julie's role in the alleged crimes was exaggerated and her punishment disproportionate, especially when compared to others who faced similar charges. Her legal team is taking aim at the prosecution's portrayal of her as a key player, stating that she was swept up in her husband Todd's actions and wrongly painted as a mastermind. She wasn't the architect of this scheme, the appeal states. She was a loyal wife, misled by the man she trusted most. That language alone has sparked intense debate online, with fans and critics alike weighing in. Some argue it's a convenient excuse. Others see it as a woman finally taking a stand for herself in a system that too often lumps spouses together with little regard for nuance. One insider close to the family, speaking under the condition of anonymity, said Julie's spirit hasn't dimmed despite the steel walls that now surround her. Julie wakes up every day with the same energy she had before prison, focused, prayerful, and determined. She believes this appeal is her path to justice. Not just for her, but for other women who've been punished for standing by their husbands. It's not just about sentencing. Behind the scenes, Julie is reportedly also exploring options to clear her name entirely, including reopening parts of the original case with new evidence her team says could shift the narrative. There's even speculation that a key witness may have recanted part of their statement. Though the court's Julie's focus is on the resentencing appeal, and insiders say she's taking an active role in shaping her defense strategy. Her days in prison are structured and quiet, but that doesn't mean they're uneventful. She spends long hours reading case law, writing in her journal, and praying for strength. Her Bible is said to be marked with dozens of highlighted passages, many of them centered on endurance, redemption, and grace under fire. Meanwhile, outside the prison gates, daughter Savannah Chrisley is once again stepping into the role of family spokeswoman. She recently posted a message on social media that fans believe was in direct support of her mom's legal fight. Sometimes the strongest voices are the ones the world tries to silence. But not my mama's. She still believes. And so do we. Savannah's unwavering loyalty has been one of the more emotional elements of this ongoing saga, and sources say she's ready to go to Washington, if necessary, to push for prison reform and judicial transparency. Her podcast episodes have been littered with subtle references to new moves and turning the page, which fans now believe were teasers for Julie's appeal. Critics of the Chrisleys have blasted the move as a last-ditch publicity grab, arguing that the family is simply trying to maintain relevance. But those close to Julie say otherwise. This isn't about TV ratings or podcast downloads, a former friend shared. Julie's always been the quiet strength behind that family. She's not the kind of person to chase the spotlight. She's fighting because she truly believes she was wronged. And even in prison, Julie is still quietly influencing lives. Fellow inmates reportedly look to her for guidance and even consider her a mother figure. She's led faith-based discussions, counseled younger women who feel lost, and written letters of encouragement to those who are nearing their release. Her ability to uplift others, even while navigating her own heartbreak, has not gone unnoticed. One of her prison pen pals, who wished to remain unnamed, wrote in a now viral blog post, "Julie Chrisley isn't just another inmate. She's a reminder that dignity can survive even in chains." The courts are expected to respond to her resentencing appeal within the next few months. Until then, Julie waits, she watches, she writes, and she fights. Legal experts say resentencing appeals are tough to win, but not impossible, especially if procedural errors or new mitigating factors are at play. Some believe that recent changes in federal sentencing guidelines, as well as increased attention to sentencing disparities for women, could weigh in Julie's favor. No matter the outcome, one thing is certain: Julie Chrisley is not going quietly. She's a woman who once lived in a sprawling Nashville mansion, now reduced to a cot and cinder block walls, but her faith is intact. Her hope is alive, and her voice, though softened by time and trials, has never been clearer. Whether she emerges victorious or simply adds another chapter to her already dramatic story, Julie's appeal is proof of something deeper than courtroom battles or celebrity scandal. It's proof that the fight for freedom, for fairness, and for a second chance never truly ends, especially for a woman who believes her truth still matters. And if Julie Chrisley has anything to say about it, that truth is only just beginning to rise.